What is good, Tesla family? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the one and only Tesla stock and help you guys better understand what's going on with the share price and what you should be anticipating for the future with some technical analysis. I'm also going to talk about the overall stock market and the latest updates that just came out involving Russia and Ukraine and the Fed, as they did just have that emergency FOMC meeting and some updates about that. I'm also going to talk about the major updates coming out from the man, the myth, the legend himself, Elon Musk, as he has made some major donations with Tesla stock, and he does have some major things he did say about Tesla on his Twitter page. Now, before I say anything about Elon Musk, before I talk about what's going on with Tesla's share price and what you should be anticipating for the future, I do have to mention some very important things first. The first thing is I'm not a financial planner, so please do not take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, it benefits the entire Tesla community as a whole. And the last thing is, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below and in the description. If you do sign up for Moomoo and deposit $100, you're not only going to qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500, but you're also going to have the opportunity to win up to $200,000, as Moomoo is giving away 200 grand for the new year. So if you want your chance, guys, please check it out. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So looking at Tesla, we had a pretty, how should I say, sideways day today. We did end up running up just a little bit. We closed a little bit in the green, 0.1%. So we were doing, how should I say, pretty well. I did kind of anticipate this yesterday. I told you guys we have major resistance to be beating, but the question is, are we going to continue running up after this? And I don't have a really good answer for you guys, because the truth is, guys, the uncomfortable truth is the market is not in a perfect position. There's so many like crazy things going on, from the Russia situation to the Fed, and these things are in turn going to have a very capricious effect. So I don't truly know, but based off my analysis, I can tell you what I think is going to happen, because I'm actually pretty bullish for Tesla for the next upcoming days, unless something comes up in the news and stops it. That's the way I can basically describe it. So looking at AMC, it was in the green. Looking at the VIX, it was obviously in the red. The entire market was pretty much green, including Tesla, but there were some places like NEO. We got to see some red over there, but the question is, what's going on with the market? So here's the latest update I found involving the whole Ukraine situation. So many NATO officials basically stated that there's not actually a sign of Russia de-escalation yet, and in turn they actually found more troops coming there. So it was estimated that there are about 140,000 Russian troops there, and even though the market, the entire media was going crazy over de-escalation, now it's kind of switched and kind of made a U-turn, and it does look like we're not necessarily there yet, and a possible invasion is still possible, just as President Joe Biden stated. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to happen or not. It's just that we don't truly know how this is going to end up, and if it does end up happening, if there is a major invasion, it's going to definitely cause an estimated 2% spike in inflation in the US. It's going to lead to a lot of negative consequences, and it's really sad for me to say that we don't truly know how this is going to play out right now. It's in a very, how should I say, critical point. So we're still waiting on that. Now, as a result of this, the Fed ended up having a big meeting. Now, in this meeting, they basically talked about what they actually plan on doing in the future. Jerome Powell was there, and so was Bullard, and we did end up stating that right now the Fed is probably going to be tapering at a faster rate, and on top of that, they're going to be reducing their budget a little bit faster. So what this means is that the Fed right now is kind of over leveraged. They have way too much money, and it's time for them to stop, how should I say, causing our economy to depend on them as much. They want our economy to become a little bit more independent. They also plan on raising rates. It's estimated that it's going to be a 0.5% rate hike, but we don't truly know yet. It's not going to be as severe as we think, but they also talked about the possibility of it being a 0.25 rate hike. So we really need to wait and see how it plays out, but I do anticipate a potential 50 basis point rate hike by, I would say, the next FOMC meeting, which will be in mid-March. So guys, be on the lookout for that, but you have to be concerned in a little bit of a way, because of the fact that, look, when the news comes out that rates are going to rise, initially the market's going to take a big hit, but then in my opinion, it's going to have a very fast recovery. So I want you guys to be prepared for that, not necessarily scared, just be prepared for that. There's going to be a lot of FUD coming out in the future when that comes, but it's not too concerning in my opinion. Now, for the short term, right, because what the Fed is doing is going to affect Tesla a little bit more long term in the next upcoming months. For the short term, I would be very bullish for Tesla. It's looking very good right now. If I look at the 1-day chart, let me actually bring up the technical indicators real quick. If I look at the MACD, the DMI and the RSI, right? The DMI is going to help you understand the movement and direction of the stock and how good it's looking. We did see a small flip right here between the positive and negative line. That's kind of an indicator that we started to like kind of ascend a little bit, but it's pretty much sideways, right? We saw a flip here, a flip here. That's a sideways indicator. Now, the MACD flips with the 9-day moving average, and you guys are seeing these green histograms, which shows that we are looking a little bit better. RSI is a little bit strong too. However, guys, take the indicators with a grain of salt. Now, even though Tesla's looking pretty much sideways and maybe a little bit more on the bullish side, maybe we could go as high as 930. The problem is, I don't know what's going to happen with this Russia situation. So, you guys have to be on the lookout for this. Maybe keep updates on and keep on maybe checking the news if you really want the best updates. Be prepared, guys, because anything could happen. This could definitely cause a big correction. And the thing about Tesla is, look, even though it's looking a little bit more bullish, remember, guys, we still have that gap. Let me show you guys the gap by closing these. The gap is almost always going to be filled for Tesla. And almost always it ends up happening. And there's a major gap right over here. So the gap starts off at, what is that? 800 and I would say 78. It goes as high as 900. So we're probably going to end up retracing down to 878 in the near term future. Maybe within the next 2 to 3 weeks, we'll probably see that happen, depending on how this really plays out. So I just want to prepare you guys for this. I'm not trying to cause FUD and tell you I lost faith. I believe in this company with all my heart, and I'm still very bullish for its future. Now, here's another very big piece of news. As you guys may have already heard a couple of days ago, Piper Sandler is still giving Tesla a $1,350 price target, but many other analysts are actually saying it could go as high as $1,400 based off the new delivery expectations. That could be very awesome, guys, and it is still a very bullish piece of news. But the thing about this news is the fact that, look, we don't know how this is going to play out given the current state of the market, but it still is very possible for Tesla to have a good run this year, even amidst all these things, because at the end of the day, it's the market that's bringing Tesla a little bit down. It's not Tesla's fundamentals. Fundamentally, they're absolutely crushing it. So it is still very possible for us to break all-time highs again this year. It's just going to require a little bit of time because we're in a very capricious state. Now, to end the video, I want to talk about Elon Musk. We have some major updates from him that are definitely going to affect Tesla. He basically, according to the SEC filings report, he gave about $5.7 billion in Tesla stock to charity. So that's a very intelligent move because the stock is going to appreciate over time. And it's just a very kind thing that he did. Now, some people are linking this to, I believe, the UN, as there was something going on about Elon Musk asking them to actually talk about how $5 billion can actually end world hunger. So we don't truly know that, though. You guys have to remember that. Some people are trying to trivialize Elon Musk in the media. They're trying to make him look bad in some way, even though he's, donating $5.7 billion worth of Tesla stock. They're still trying to make him look bad by stating that he was totally wrong by trying to try the UN. But the truth is that's not true. That's fake. Because the truth is we don't truly know to which organization he made this donation to. It has not been reported yet. We just know that a donation was made. We don't truly know to where. Okay, so don't necessarily scare people. Don't necessarily look at it that way, and don't let the media kind of trick you. So that's what I just wanted to report. Now, other big updates come from these tweets that just came out that make me even more excited because Elon Musk knows a lot more than what meets the eye. And for some reason, this is reloading, but once it loads in like 2 seconds, then I'll show you. Basically, Elon Musk was tweeting about this right over here. So a lot of people were talking about the fact that, look, President Joe Biden has been, pretty much pro EV, this and that. And he has been talking about how he's trying to gear up about 600,000 federal government vehicles to bring in manufacturing. So he wants EVs, guys, more and more EVs. And Elon Musk responded with an ahem. So he's basically trying to let people know, hey, Tesla's here. We're already producing tons of cars. We could help you out. We could make this more efficient. Maybe you should give us a little bit more credit than just mention us one time in your speech by reading off a teleprompter. I'm just putting it out there, guys. So I'm not trying to spread hate. I'm just trying to show you guys why Elon Musk is frustrated, maybe, and what his opinion is, because he has every right to at least express himself and feel the way he does, because I still personally feel like it's taking way too much to try to get the president to say something about Tesla, and it's really sad that that's happening because of politics getting in the way. Now, on top of that, guys, the media is probably going to make a big deal out of that, but you guys already know where this is going. Now, another major piece of news is the fact that it has been reported that ExxonMobil, Chevron, and Toyota are accused of being the biggest corporate influencers that are blocking actions against global warming. Now, the thing is, guys, here's the thing about it. The list says right here the top 10 most negative and influential campaigns, and they're putting ExxonMobil and Chevron on top and Toyota too. But the thing is, this is just what they're accused of. I don't think that there's a whole ton to say quite yet. But at the end of the day, guys, there are very sketchy things that happen behind closed doors. Obviously, these companies make a lot of money off fossil fuels, and they can be lobbying against, how should I say, campaigns in favor of, I'm sorry, against global warming too. So Elon Musk, I think, responded here somewhere. No way with when he's looking up. And at the end of the day, guys, yeah, I mean, we're in this together. We're trying to improve the world together, and you shouldn't let people like this kind of like scare you, right? So I want to show you guys this right here too. We saw something else very similar. I think it's somewhere right over here. I may have lost it, but anyways, you guys get my point, right? We don't want a divided world. We just want to put it out there that Tesla has many competitors. There are some people getting in their way, but it's not going to stop them regardless of that. Now, like I said before, for some reason all my pages are reloading, but I want to talk about what on earth Munger just said. He basically said something very, very important, and Elon Musk ended up responding to that. So what was happening right here is many people are kind of criticizing Munger because of the fact that he has been stating that, look, it's reported that he's not in favor of cryptocurrencies. He also stated that he did not want to invest in Tesla, which I just think it's totally okay. He could do whatever he wants. But Elon Musk responded, I was at lunch with Munger in 2009, where he told the whole table all the ways Tesla could fail or will fail. And basically, it made him sad, but he actually said that he agreed with the reasons because Elon Musk even stated that in the past, it looked like Tesla would fail back in 2008 to 2009. And he said that they probably would die out, but he didn't give up. He kept on working and they ended up prevailing. They ended up succeeding. So they're doing really well, guys. Don't let this scare you when you see all this FUD out there. And the reason I'm reminding you of this is the resilience, the comeback that this company keeps on making, the way it keeps on defying the odds. And that's just one of the many reasons why I'm still very bullish into the long term. So for the short term, guys, right now it does look a little bit more bullish than bearish. We could go as high as 930, maybe even touch 940. But it's very hard for me to guarantee that or to say it's extremely likely because there's so much uncertainty in the market right now given the current situation with Ukraine. So you guys have to be prepared for anything. If there is an invasion, the entire market is probably going to take a big hit. But I do see it not necessarily crashing extremely hard. I think that we're going to recover a little bit fast. Interest rates rising may lead to a lot of FUD too. That's probably going to cause the market to tank. But then we're slowly going to start recovering and then have a very, very fast recovery back to all-time highs relatively soon. So like I said before, remain calm, cool, and collected. If you believe in your stocks, just keep your conviction and just be very patient in this market. It's a crazy market with high volatility, very high implied volatility, so to speak. But I've not lost faith. I still believe in Tesla, and I do believe if you just give it time, guys, these issues are gonna, pass away, and we are gonna recover. We're gonna have amazing years, and we are going to kill it. So I'm very excited for the future, and I can't wait for what it holds. I thank you all for listening, and I will see you on the next one. Tesla to the moon, and peace out.